Welcome back to We Play Games. I'm Walker, and here we are resuming our Mandate of Heaven campaign. So we are going to go ahead and prosecute this war against China to the best of our abilities. China was able to pull Spain in as an ally, which is mildly annoying, but really not the end of the world, because we have a supreme advantage over them in terms of our naval support. We are going to briefly bring the trade unions in. I think it's still flavorful because this is a theocrat, but we need the trade unions for something. We need to move into proportional taxation, and we need to do it like yesterday. This is going to be an enormously important war for us if we can win it. We just want to make sure that we get down to Anhui down here, because if we can capture their capital, then China will almost certainly collapse. These are all going to be pretty heavily overbuilt, but they're going to be pretty heavily overbuilt, and they're also going to be enormously profitable. And so they're going to attract pops from all over the empire, which the moment that we have won this war against Qing is going to include all the territories that we're taking right now. And so that'll allow us to sort of like incorporate those pops on the cheap. Yeah, Qing is just getting completely rolled up here. They're at minus 4.2. Oh my god, they're at minus 4.77. Did we just break into Anhui? We did. We are starting to capture the capital here. So this war is definitely over. I think the next step for us after this big war against Qing is to annex Manchuria, and then it's probably to annex Siam. It's okay. We're just gonna keep rolling on this, because if we can get proportional taxation, that would be enormously helpful for our revenue. There it is. War support minus 100. Excellent. Defeated them. Whoa. All right, so we're up to 16.2 million peasants. That's good. There we are. We've successfully conquered a giant swath of China now. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and just annex Manchuria and see what we can get away with. We'll mobilize everybody, though. If I don't have to fight them, I don't want to. Manchuria has backed down. All right, well, just like that, we've acquired our incredible upgrades in terms of size. We should consider ourselves very fortunate that we're going to be able to massively expand our construction here, because we do have essentially a limitless investment pool, which means that our economy can grow really, really quickly now that we can pour. Now that we have construction that we can build. Oh, awesome! Germany is going to start a cut down to war goal against us. All right, fine. If you're going to be a jerk about this, Germany, then be my guest, but we're going to liberate subject on Netherlands, and we're going to take German war reparations. And now we see, yep, all right, so France has indeed joined. Sure, we'll add a humiliate Germany. That's fine. We will go ahead and add, oh, we could do humiliate France too. If we did humiliate France, that would be pretty helpful, actually. Yeah, let's humiliate France and Germany. So we're not going to take an awful lot from them in this in terms of like upfront stuff. If we can just get humiliations on France and Germany, that'll be really huge for us, because that means they won't be able to interfere in any of our future wars over here, at least for 5 years. And having an open hand where they won't be intervening means that we can rapidly gobble these guys up. We could take the Dutch East Indies, we could take British Raj, we could take some more Qing. Because, you know, this war is not going to be instantaneous. It's going to last a little while. We are burning through the investment pool. At this rate, we will have enough for like 5 years, but that's, of course, assuming that we're not going to be getting any more, which doesn't seem likely. All right, war with Germany has indeed broken out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just immediately try to immediately knock France out. Oh, excellent. Our troops seem to be, at least on one front, elite enough to break through. That's all we really need. If we can get one landing to work, then we can just flood into the zone. It's 49 days for the remainder of our troops to get down here. All right, now that we've captured Loire, we're going to hold on to it, and we're going to make the Germans and the French just kind of pile in and see how much damage they're willing to do to themselves. Please, proportional taxation. You're not my only hope, but it would be really helpful if you passed, because that would dramatically shift around our cash in the economy. So far, 85k dead on the Japanese side, 123k dead on France, 283k dead in Germany. Germany is really betting it all on this war, and I don't know if they're going to be able to I don't know if they're going to be able to make it. Maybe. We'll find out what happens when we try to launch a naval invasion back home. What happens to this front over here? Because right now I think that front is being propped up by Germans. So can Komei just capitulate Germany by marching straight through to Brandenburg? Maybe. Let's find out. Germany is trying to offer a white peace, but it's kind of too late for that now. It would appear as though, yes, indeed, Komei has been able to advance essentially entirely uncontested. All right, well, that would be quite the coup if we managed to knock Germany out of the war before we knock France out, but that does seem to be what is about to happen. 140k dead and 432 wounded. I mean, that's a lot. Don't get me wrong, that is a lot. But we do have a lot of pops. We just picked up an enormous chunk of them, not only from annexing Qing, but also from puppeting and annexing Manchuria. And with those things together, we should be in pretty good shape. Yeah, there it is. We humiliated Germany. We've humiliated Germany and we've liberated the Netherlands. That's a pretty big deal. But yeah, if we can humiliate France and Germany, that means that we have like a 5-year moratorium where we can do whatever we want to in Indonesia, which is really all we're looking for. Yeah, without the Germans there to prop them up, the French are just getting rolled. This is an insane France, by the way. It's a devout associated king, but it's a devout associated king with rural folk and the petite bourgeoisie as being the powerful figures here. They've got a 36% rural folk, a 25% petite bourgeoisie. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. We're up to 90% here. Jesus Christ, guys. Crying out loud. Just pass it. Just pass it. So we have capitulated France and Germany. Both of them have been knocked out. All right, the only people who can intervene here are Russia. If Russia's dumb enough to stick their neck out for Korea, they are more than welcome to. All right, you know what? We're gonna do return states on all of these. Not because we like actually want to take them, but because we actually want to force Korea to just back down. Because if they fight us and we take all that stuff from them, that'll be really, really bad for them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, that was insane. Is Korea insane enough to fight us? If they are, we will destroy them. Russia has declared themselves neutral, so it's literally 1v1. Korea, you cannot possibly want to fight this. I mean, if you're going to, you're going to, but holy crap, we're going to destroy you if you do. Yep. Oh man, Korea, you have bitten off way more than you can chew here. All right, so now that we have Korea under control, let's go ahead and try to annex Siam, because we do need direct control of this territory. Especially we want control of the Angkor Wat. A 25% bonus to the Buddhist monks' devout political strength there, as though it were a law. So it's going to be really strong for us. Well, so far we're just fighting Siam and Burma, which is not enough for them to really have a meaningful chance at defeating us. The only spooky thing, of course, is that I didn't send our troops down until like just now, so they might overrun Johor while our troops are arriving, but that's okay. We can always naval invade later. Oh, our troops are going to arrive on time. All right, good. So yeah, we will push back through Johor, and then our naval invasion will fire, and we should be able to capitulate Siam, and then we'll annex them, and that will make our lives a lot easier because we'll be able to start building up our own source of opium. With our own source of opium and with control over the Angkor Wat, our economy should look a lot better. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and just dramatically increase the amount of iron that we're trying to move around. I think that, generally speaking, is going to be helpful for us. Yep, there we go. We have smashed through the Siamese front. Our investment pool is still burning, but that's okay. We had it around for a good reason, right? We're down to 33% peasants now. Sam, aren't you ready to just surrender? I feel like you should be ready to just surrender here. Minus 10.14 due to war exhaustion. Wow. Spain has declared us their rival. Spain, I don't know what you think you're doing, but we will rival you back, I suppose. Capitulation, annex Siam. All right, and Burma, I don't care. And now we can dramatically increase the amount of wood in our economy, which is really important because we were having some serious issues there. Oh, Cambodia is without a friend. Not a friend in the world. All right, well, in that case, we will go ahead and annex Cambodia. Cambodia back down, good. The U.S. has begun a cut down to to size? I mean, brother, if you want to, but I tell you that I don't think this is going to work very well for you. We will add a humiliate as the main war goal here, and then war reps. We will pay down as much of our debt as we can for the immediate future, and then we'll go ahead and start mobilizing troops. Mechanized farming, good. The more automation we can get for our farms, the better. Bangkok, yeah. Get us an enormous amount of opium. That's the goal. If you want to rumble US, then we can, but I'm gonna slap free trade on you, and that's gonna be pretty rough for you when you try to embargo people. The most annoying thing that the US is doing here is just involving us in a different diplo play, so we can't be expanding in Indonesia instead. The one saving grace for the United States in this case is that they don't have any overseas territories for us to just like grab onto, so we do actually have to naval invade the United States, but unfortunately for them, we're definitely breaking through the American naval presence. They cannot possibly fight us there. The question is whether or not we can actually hold on or make progress. All right, well, we are just completely flattening their navy, which is to be expected at this point, I think. But let's see if we're going to make it onto the land. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Maybe we have to come in through the west. I mean, it is the closest, so any successful breakthrough would be a much bigger deal anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a naval invasion. Not sure how we're supposed to break through here. We might have to launch a two-pronged naval invasion. That might be the best bet. Yeah, our navy is a lot stronger, so we are able to defeat them pretty easily at sea. But unfortunately, that advantage does not carry over to land. And so we aren't able to make serious effort pushing into the United States, but that's okay. We kind of don't need to. What is necessary, on the other hand, is taking control of more of China, because, again, our peasants starting to disappear. We're down to 29% peasants again. We will accept a white peace. That's fine. So yeah, let's put down this uprising, and then I think we can probably go into Qing. There's a defensive pact between Qing and Spain. Excellent. We are working on that gigantic skyscraper for Kanto, and then once we've got that on deck, we should be okay. I think we will be able to core whatever we want to and have essentially an infinitely gigantic economy. Germany and the UK are in a war. France is attacking into Ethiopia, it looks like. Eliminating China here. We're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces yet again. And these are going to be some pretty big ones. We're not going to be able to get the collapse event, I don't think. At this point, I don't know if we even need it. If China's going to give us another good fight, then I think we'll probably put a pin in the episode there, and then we'll resume the next episode of Mandate of Heaven with yet another giant war to annex a whole bunch of China. Oh my god, that's a whole bunch of China. Yep, there it is. War with Great Qing has broken out. So we are fighting China, Spain, and Tibet yet again. Looks like we're trying to take the capital. Oh my god, the Qing are just pouring troops into this war. All right, yeah, let's pause that. Our next episode of Mandate of Heaven is going to involve us fighting Qing for yet again just a giant slice of their territory. If the UK and Germany are going to be fighting a war like this, and it's going to be costly and expensive for them, and this war ends up being a little easier, then maybe we will take the British Raj. It's been a long time coming, right? This border war cannot go unresolved forever. You can't have Japan and UK be neighbors. So we're gonna fix that manually in the next episode of Mandate of Heaven here on We Play Games. All right, take care.